But what about the possibility of Wynne and Horwath potentially forming a coalition government? What do you think about that?
Yeah, you know something? People want change. People want change in this province. They don't want the NDP making a backroom deal to prop up the Liberals. They want comprehensive change, and they're the same.
A lot of talk about a potential coalition government between the Liberals and the NDP. Joining us now here is Jim Warren, political strategist. Now, this is all speculation. There's nothing to base this on other than if, right?
So if, ands, or buts. It's political fantasy football. What candidates will be where and what can happen. But it is exciting and it's interesting to see because it's a political chess match. Of course, the NDP don't want any talk of this right now because they think they have a shot at majority. They want to be seen as a voice of change. The Liberals as well don't want to concede. They still think they have a shot. That being said, it's interesting to see in their tactics. Again, we saw the Liberals really attack the NDP today because they're trying to suppress their vote. And so 1985 is the last time where we saw this happen, where the Conservatives won the most votes, Liberals were second, and NDP was third. And so even though the Conservatives technically won the election, Frank Miller didn't become premier, David Peterson did with the support of the NDP. And so that's what we're trying to wonder. And the Tories would love to stoke this fire because they say they want to be the one voice of change.
Right. So Doug Ford was going after that hard today. Horwath and Wynne were backing off it because they can't be seen that they would be working together.
Right. And so they still, again, they think they have this sort of oxygen. Where you'll really see an interesting change is after the next major leader debate. And that's when people will look at this sort of political tea leaves, look at their polling data, and you'll see Conservatives and Liberals perhaps start to focus in specific ridings in specific areas and almost concede certain ridings to the Conservatives. But until that time happens, Andrea Horwath and Kathleen Wynne both think they have a shot. Both are looking for a sort of a shot of adrenaline to catch up to Ford and sort of knock him off. Ford is still a relative unknown. Ontarians aren't really that familiar with Doug Ford, and they're hoping that some of their negative ads will paint a negative picture of him, and they'll get the momentum in the polls.
It's going to be a fascinating few weeks.
It's going to be an exciting time. Button your seatbelt, that's for sure.
And I think it won't be over after the election. I just think we'll have lots more politics to discuss.
It will, and we've seen this play out before, and that's when the real political chess match will happen, and the power in the corridors right here.
Jim Warren, thanks very much for joining us yet again.